friends. How are you guys? I'm gonna be honest with you. If you're watching other videos that I have posted, those are pre-recorded and it's been a minute. I want to say since February that I've picked up a camera. If you guys, sorry, I'm having my Starbucks right now. If this video ever makes it out on YouTube, that means that what I have planned for myself actually worked. Let me kind of get into it. So I've been going through a really bad depression. I think I've talked about that so many times, and I kind of explained to you like losing my dog and my mom's health scare issues. And for a long time, there's a plane passing by. Just bear with me here. For a long time, I really was going through a really bad depression, and I felt not motivated and I felt not happy, and I chalked it all up to, and it does have a lot to do with half of the unfortunate event, or all of the unfortunate events that I actually was going through at the time. I felt not happy, I felt not motivated, and even though things got better, like my dog came back and my mom, you know, her health has been like in and out, but we've kind of gotten it a little stable. I didn't feel happy from that. I still felt as depressed as ever, and it didn't make sense to me why. And the crazy thing is, I was living out these really cool experiences. I went to the K-pop concert. That's the last time I actually picked up this camera and recorded something. After that, I came home, my family and I went to Disney World. Did not want to pick up the camera for that. There were so many things happening. My birthday happened. Did not want to pick up the camera for that. I went to the Bad Bunny concert, which was really fun. Did not want to pick up the camera for that. And I have not been wanting to pick up the camera for a really long time. And I didn't understand why, because I genuinely enjoy this. This is like, I feel like you guys are my friends and I love you guys so much. But I just wasn't enjoying this, and I didn't understand why. I just almost felt like a flat line, like no emotions. I wanted to be left alone. I wanted to be in the dark. I wanted to be in bed, and I didn't get why. And slowly but surely, I started realizing that it had a lot to do with not only all the stuff that I was going through, but also just me being unhappy with where I am in my life right now, work-wise. I'm genuinely miserable at my job. And you know, there was like this one day, this incident happened at work, and it's weird because I started with this company as they were really just up and coming and starting. So I always felt this attachment with them. And then eventually, like as the years went by, people would just start noticing that I was super exhausted. I had no time for anything. Anytime that I was home, I just wanted to be in bed. Like I just wasn't happy. And people would be like, why don't you leave? And I didn't know how to explain that I wasn't ready to leave because I have an attachment to the company. But lately it's been getting so bad, you guys. So bad that eventually I sat down and thought to myself, I just need to get out. I need to leave that company. And it's weird, but ever since I've made that decision, now I'm still in the company, and if this video goes up, that means that the plan that I created for myself when I made this decision actually worked. And I truly believe that it will, and I'm praying that it will. But one day I finally sat down and I was like, I want my life back. Oh, my dog is trying to come in. I was like, I want my life back. I want to feel normal again. I just want to feel okay. I don't want this pressure constantly. I don't know how to explain it. I was just like, I'm gonna quit. And ever since I've done that, I feel okay again. Like, look, I've picked up a camera. On to happier news. I got a package. Super excited for this one. Doing this one hand is really rather hard. Without giving it away, because this little card right here is gonna give away what it is. It is a Chanel piece. I'm super excited, and I had been after this for like ever, and I finally took the plunge and did it. We got some in, and I found the one that was in the best condition out of all of them, which is this one is excellent condition, and I did it. Now let me continue opening. Okay, before opening, any guesses of what you think this possibly could be? I'll let you pause now and comment below what you think this little baby is. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, shit. Oh, wow. Okay, they really packed it up. So she's small, as you can see. Let me see if I can try to do this. Oh, I got it. I think I did. Hold on. This is difficult, but epic fail. She is literally everything I ever dreamt of and then some. Holy cow, she is in perfect. Yep, plastic is still on. Oh my god. Focus, she is perfect. I'm actually gonna use her today. I am obsessed. This is the cutest little baby ever. And I got her in the baby blue because you all know my fixation with Blue Broom. And while the Blue Broom ship has sailed, I'm lucky I got this one. I'm so happy. I just wanted to check in with you guys. We were gonna go to the mall actually, but we ended up not going. We were so lazy and Friday traffic is literally the worst. So we decided to come back home. And I think we're gonna go to the mall tomorrow when we actually take my daughter to ballet. It's gonna be a very chill Friday night. I do believe, oh guys, look, I did the cover. I completely forgot to tell you guys. So I ended up covering the Halcyon tattoo, and I got a cherry blossom branch with 2 butterflies flying off of it. Both of the butterflies are symbolizing my mom and my dad. And I always love that when I get a butterfly tattoo, there's always one that seems to be flying higher, which obviously symbolizes my dad, who, if you believe in the afterlife and heaven, that's what it symbolizes to me. Even on my hand, you see that one is flying higher, which is the one I consider my dad, and then the bottom one I consider my mom. And I got the female symbol, and I also got, in Korean it says a female, so yeah. Oh, tonight we're gonna watch the replay of the BTS Permission to Dance on Stage concert in Las Vegas. Super excited. We had a viewing party last week with my best friends. If you hear the jiggling, that's my dog. The jingling, that's my dog. We had a viewing party with my best friends last week, and she did Korean food, and my other best friend brought like Korean liquor. It was so much fun. But today we're gonna actually rewatch it, just my husband and I. It's gonna be very chill, watch it in the room, and yeah, it was a really good show. My battery is dying, so I'll check in tomorrow. My battery is about to die and I look crazy, but I wanted to tell you something. I quit my job today. I know that my last clip was kind of like a I quit, and then my camera died on me conveniently, but let me further elaborate. So like I had been saying, I hope I had been saying that before, but I had this feeling in my heart that I no longer wanted to be in my job. I just didn't feel good anymore. It is a really stressful job. So are many others, but I don't know, like, I don't want to sound insensitive. I just felt like this job was starting to consume all of me, as opposed to like just worry about work when you're at work and then you go home and you're able to enjoy your personal life. I didn't have that anymore. It all got jumbled. So like, let's say if I was home, I was still getting calls from work to reach out to a client to close this sale. So there, the little fine gray line that had been drawn had been crossed over, and it was all one. Also, oh my god, look at my nails, how cute. So I got this cute little vintage Hello Kitty pendant. How adorable is this? I love this set of nails because when I was younger, I made my dad, I don't know if you guys remember like the Hello Kitty angel era with the baby blue. So I made my dad buy me a bag from this, and shockingly, he and my mom did not fight me. They bought it for me, and I used to use that bag all the time. I was in middle school, 6th grade, and I was obsessed with this bag. So like getting these nails is so, like, brings back so many memories of that. And then this is the other hand. Super cute. Pardon my look. Pardon everything, every single part about me. Pardon. I'm getting out of this garage right now. Just came from signing my papers for my new employment. Where am I gonna exit through? I know I said that I was gonna film Penelope's show, which happened, and I'm gonna put some footage in here, so roll the clip and I'll come back on. wanted to film the process of the show, which if you have a child in any activity, I know right now is a time for dance. A lot of recitals are happening. You know how stressful they can be. And I really, really wanted to film the process of her recital. But to be honest with you guys, I was like, no, I kind of want to be present for all of this, not with a camera. I want to be able to be there and comfort her if she gets nervous, get her excited, you know, for every day leading up to the recital. And so I, that day had picked up the camera and I said that I would like film taking her to her recital rehearsal, but I didn't. I brought the camera with me and I just never picked it up. I was like, no, I want to be present. No fucking way. No fucking way. Fuck. I have 4 miles until I'm completely empty. I need gas. We went to her recital. It was the cutest thing ever. It was really fun, and I'm so amazed with her because she's a little kid, you know. She's 4. They're all like really little, and it's crazy that they would get in front of like a whole theater and put on a show, and I'm just like so proud of her. Things that she's been able to accomplish in such a short amount of time that are things that I never felt like I would have been able to accomplish as a kid. I think my kid is really brave. I think all these kids are really brave. I'm trying to take all these shortcuts because I'm about to be left with no gas. No joke. I really am living life on a thrill. Wanted to say this story just because I feel like this is something that we hear about a lot. And I never thought in my life that it would be something that would probably happen to me, and I'm probably naive. Or not to me, to us. I never thought it would be something that would happen to us as much as you hear of these things happening. But it really, like, it shook me, not gonna lie. It was creepy. I want to say the weekend following her recital. It was a Friday. I do remember that, but I don't really remember if it was like last week or the following. I think it was the weekend of her recital. So that Friday, since she had no school, you know, we're a little more lenient like when it's the weekend. And so we allowed her to play Roblox for a little bit longer. And that Friday, I had even like charged her headphones and everything like that because she likes to play the game really loud. And it can be a little annoying, so I put her headphones to charge so that way she can be in her own world, enjoying her game. Like, it was her time. She grabs her headphones and she goes to her room. She's playing, and at the time, my husband had come home. We were chilling a little bit, so we knew we were getting ready for bed. At one point, we were going to take the iPad away, and so on and so forth. Before that, my husband was like, I have to use the restroom. He goes into the restroom, and that's it. Like, I don't think anything of it. I'm laying in the bed. Okay, I got gas. So that's good. And my hair's crazy, and I'm sorry. I'm just sorry overall for my looks. So as I was saying, so my husband goes to the restroom. I'm laying in the bed, I'm chilling, and Penelope's in her room chilling. She comes to the room, like, I want to say 15 minutes into everything. Comes into the room, and she's like worried, right? And I like, this obviously catches me off guard because she comes into the room and she's like, Mom, where's Papi? She's like, Mommy, where's Papi? And I go, in the bathroom. And she's like, okay, but like, he just called me. She's weirded out by this. And so I'm like, what? And she goes, yeah, he just called me on my iPad. Now, what strikes me weird is, one, him calling her on her iPad. And two, the fact that she answered, because her iPad is connected to my phone. So if they're near, if someone calls, then it'll go to her iPad, to both her iPad and my phone. She's really quick to always decline the calls or ignore them. And her and I fight about it all the time because sometimes she'll like decline a call that I'm like, it's important. And I'm like, you can't do that. Like, if a call comes through, you know, just swipe up or let Mommy know and I'll answer, you know, like whatever. So I found it weird that she had answered her dad this time. It was like bizarre. But also that her dad had called her. That it was weird. We never done that. And she's like worried. She's like, yeah, he had told me he was in the bathroom and he needed me to do something, but I couldn't hear him. And I'm like, oh, okay. I was like, don't worry, go back to bed. When your dad comes out, I'll see what it is that he wants and I'll do it for him. You know, and I'm like, okay, whatever. Maybe, just maybe he did call. Maybe he was joking with her. I don't know. And so she's like, okay, Mom, whatever. So she leaves. I was just processing all this and I'm like, that's so weird. And I knew it was like, it even caught her off guard because she went out of her way to come into the room to be like, oh, he told me he needed me to do something and I couldn't hear him. And, you know, he did mention he was in the restroom, but I couldn't hear him. And I kept saying, papi, papi, and nothing. So she was worried. She was like, you know, what if I get in trouble, I guess. She was worried. So whatever. He finishes using the restroom. He comes into the room. And he doesn't say anything. And I'm like, that's weird. So I go, oh, you know, Penelope came into the room. She said you called her. And he's like, what? And I go, yeah, she said you called her, that you needed her to do something. And he's like, no. And I jolt up from the bed. Like, I literally lift myself up quick. I'm like, what do you mean? And he's like, I haven't called her. What are you talking about? So I explained to him literally what I just told you. And he's like, what the hell? Of course, he's concerned. So he goes to the room. And he says that he asks her. And she's like, why'd you call me? You know, like, you were telling me, you need to listen to me. I'm in the bathroom and you wanted me to do something, but I don't know what it was. Well, no. What she told him was, why did you call me? You kept telling me, listen to me, listen to me. And so he's like, you know, whatever. Maybe it's something like she overheard a voice and confused herself, whatever. So I was like, no. She said that they had asked her to do something. And specifically, she told me that whoever it was told her to do something specifically, and also mentioned that you were in the restroom. And that's why she thought it was you. And he's like, no, she didn't tell me that. So we go back to the room and she's like, yeah, you were telling me, like, listen to me. And you were telling me to do something, but I couldn't hear you. That's why I went to the room to find out what it was. So we are psyched out at this point. We take off her headphones. My husband's like blocking the microphone, blocking absolutely everything on her iPad. And it was like a scary experience. You hear about those like hacking the cameras, hacking headphones, hacking the iPad. You hear of everything. So you can never be too careful. And just, I never thought it would happen. So now we're like very on top of when she's on her iPad. We've blocked everything pretty much, but you know, it's like we have to be on top and make sure that does not happen again, because that was really scary. It's crazy what weirdos will do. But yeah, that's pretty much what happened over the last few days. And other than that, I've been like really just enjoying time off, spending it with my family. I know that I said during this time off I would film more and like take care of me and work out, and I really haven't been doing that. And I think taking care of yourself comes in different forms, and for me it really was like, I feel like my life has always been a routine and like picking up and doing this and doing that and doing that, and no vacation. And even like during my vacation time, we had a vacation plan, so it was never about resting or anything like that. And I just really took the time now to just rest, and I've been resting and in bed and just soaking in all these days, because this isn't gonna last forever. I start working soon. But yeah, you guys, for now that's it. You're all caught up into my life.